Hi guys, it's Brenna. As many of you know, in my last video I was talking about my visa in China and just some of the thoughts I've had. Also, if you read the disclaimer at the beginning of the video, I actually filmed that in October and it is now February 4th. So a lot of time has passed since that video, and I thought it was important to kind of sit down and just have a little chat with you guys, because the timeline of where I'm at and stuff has gotten really confusing with a lot of you guys still thinking I'm in China or not in China, and so you're not really sure. And so I thought I would just jump on here to clear that up and answer a few questions and talk about my channel just as a whole and where I'm going with it and all that kind of stuff. So I also thought while I did this I would do my makeup, because I've seen people do that and I thought it would be fun. The first thing that I'm going to talk about is if I'm still in China anymore. As you can see from where I'm sitting, I've never been in this place before. No, I am not in China anymore. I did leave, but not because of the visa. Let me just make that really clear. I was able to find someone in China who's able to help me with the FBI background check, so I didn't have to leave. So I ended up doing that, and that was great, and everything was looking really good. My paperwork had been sent off, and I was just waiting to hear back about the visa, because once the paperwork comes back, you have to take it to Hong Kong in order, because you can't apply within China for a certain portion of it, so you have to leave and go to Hong Kong. They told me it was only gonna be a few weeks, and then we were gonna get that done, and then pretty much the visa was gonna go through. So that was really exciting for me. Remember, this is in October, November time, so that's where the timeline is for this. Anyways, I was planning on staying for an entire year in China. That was originally my goal. I mean, obviously I'm going through all the effort of applying for a work permit. I had no intentions of leaving. However, without going into too many details, there were some events that ended up happening while I was in China. Not directly correlated with my school, although I wasn't sure about that at the time, but just some events that happened that, for a lack of a better term, really freaked me out. And I got scared about what was happening to me there. I know I'm being really cryptic, but I'm not really sure if I'm ready to like talk about it. And yeah, I'm just not sure if I'm ready to talk about it. So I am being cryptic and I'm really sorry, but I'm okay. Nothing bad happened or anything like that. The fact of the matter was, I was having some personal issues. You know, I think when I went to China, I'd been traveling for so long that I didn't know anything else but travel, but in actuality I was starting to feel really isolated and depressed by traveling, because I wasn't able to establish a community and really get some like long-term friends going. And I kind of was romanticizing having my own place and being able to kind of nest a little bit. I was kind of already debating coming home, because I think I jumped the gun coming to China, because I really wanted to come, but I think the things I really wanted deep down to my core were stability and a community and to see my family. I'm one of 4 kids, and I hadn't seen my younger siblings in a long time, and I missed my moms. And so I have 2 moms, for anyone that was wondering. And so I was already kind of on the fence about that, and I had spoken to my boss about it, and he knew that I was debating leaving. Even though I was still applying for my visa because I wanted to have the option, I was debating leaving for personal reasons. And then this event happened that I'm not going to go into detail about, but it kind of shook me to my core. For me, because I was already in such a delicate state, that was it. That was just the final straw for me. And in that moment, I decided I wanted to come home. So within 24 hours of this decision, I was on a flight back to the United States. And I ended up coming home on November 3rd. So it was really quick. The turnaround was really fast. And then I was back, just like that. I was not in China anymore. And it was weird. So with that said, a lot of you guys are probably confused about the order of my videos. Basically, when I came home, I crashed. I was just completely distraught about the series of events that had happened and what I was gonna do next. And I hadn't planned on coming home, and so I was just in a really weird mental state. I had filmed all this footage of my time in China. I only actually released one video while I was in China, and I was in China for 4 months. But I have footage from all 4 months that I was there. And since I've been home, I took the first 2 months to kind of just do nothing, spend time with my family. And now that I've been home for almost 3 months now, I've started editing and working on that footage. So when I was uploading my China videos, these are videos that happened in August, September, October time. And I know with the coronavirus that's going around right now, a lot of people are reaching out to me asking if I was okay, asking if I was still there. And it was just creating a lot of confusion, and I wanted to be really clear and kind of clear everything up about where I am right now, because I do know that my videos are backlogged. And that wasn't something I needed to share because it wasn't really relevant at the time, but with the current events happening right now, it became a lot more relevant to clear up where I was. So, yeah, so I guess now that we're all on the same page about that, I want to just take a few minutes to say a couple things, a little announcements about my channel. I'm trying to just be really transparent with everyone who watches me, because I'm planning kind of there's a big shift happening in my personal life and just my life in general, and I really want my YouTube channel to reflect my life and it not be a show or a performance. And I feel like traveling has been such an important part of my life for the past 4 years. I am definitely not done traveling for good. However, I do think now that I'm home, I want to spend some time here in the United States for a little bit, just because I haven't lived in the United States for almost 4 years now, since I was in college. And I really want to see how I like living here, to have a comparison, you know, because there is a part of me that wants to just get a job in an apartment and kind of reintegrate back into living in one place, and then maybe do trips a couple times a year. So that's a part of me that is wanting to explore that. But then there is, of course, still the nomadic traveler part of me that gets really antsy thinking about living in one place for a long time, and I have commitment issues, and I have my thoughts about going back out, and I haven't been to Europe yet. I haven't been to South America yet. So there's definitely a lot of places that I still want to go, and I want to do it nomadically, and I want to do like backpacking trips and stuff like that. And I'm not really sure which side of the equation I want for the next couple years, and I don't really know how to get to that point without just taking some time to just relax and get a job and settle down for a little bit, and then see where it goes from there. So what I've done is I've told myself I'm gonna stay in Austin for a year. That's my commitment, to just really reground myself, spend some time with my family, see how I like living in Austin or living in the United States. I mean, I know everywhere's so different in the United States, and I really do want to travel a lot of the United States. I want to do all the national parks, and I want to see all the different, you know, beautiful landscapes and historical sites and stuff like that. I don't know, that's just kind of where my thoughts are at. So I had so much fun filming these YouTube videos about my travels, and I would really love the opportunity to do that as well for Europe and South America, and even to go back to Asia. But I feel like I need to be home right now. And so you can see, like, as I'm talking in circles, my conundrum about, you know, what I'm doing with my life. Like, what am I doing with my life? I don't know, but it's okay, because I know it'll all work out. With that said, once my China footage is finished, my channel is going to be changing, because I'm not traveling anymore, at least not right now. And I'm excited to start making different content, more personal stuff, but it's also really scary because my channel is mainly travel, and so changing it up, I feel like, is a big risky move. However, I'm actually more excited about changing it up, because if I'm honest, I feel like in my travel videos, you don't really get to see my personality very much. and I really want to be as transparent and real with you guys and show you just who I am through and through. Lastly, I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who subscribed. I hit 20,000 subscribers a couple weeks ago, and it still doesn't feel real. I remember getting my first 100 subscribers when I was living in Bali. That was honestly one of the best days. And I was so excited about hitting 100 subscribers. And in my journal, I wrote that I wanted to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2019. And I think I ended 2019 with a little over 20,000 subscribers, which was genuinely not expected. And I'm so appreciative of everyone who takes the time to watch my videos, honestly, like more than you could ever know. So I just wanted to get on here and say just a huge thank you for everyone, and how excited I am moving forward, finishing my China videos and sharing those with you guys, but then also just sharing myself with you guys, because that's really what I'm working myself up to do on this channel. So, all right, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.